Hey guys, today I want to talk about butt switches. So although they can be complicated, they actually work very well in creating compact circuits and also a myriad of other things like farms and hidden entrances and so on. So the first example that I want to run through is this. So we have a hopper clock in the back and a button with a block and a piston. So this button is trying to diagonally power the piston, but the piston's like, no, I'm not hardwired to anything. There's no redstone dust or observers or repeaters running into me, so I'm not going to power. Then this hopper clock right here is updating this piston from one block away. That's a feature. They're able to update the piston from one block away, saying, hey, you actually should be powered, because this is sending a diagonal signal. And so it sends the piston. If we didn't have this here, it just simply wouldn't power. This also works vertically. So we have similar example. This button's trying to power this empty space right here. It's trying to power the piston from one block away. And so it does. Because we have this hopper clock updating the piston, like I said, from one block away, saying, hey, you actually should be extended. Now let's move on to a more modern example with observers. As you can see, the observer is powering the piston from one block away. But what's interesting about the observer is that itself is updating the piston from one block away. So it's kind of like a two-in-one. It's like this example right here, but if the hopper clock wasn't here and this was an observer. What's really interesting, like I said, is that the observer itself is updating the piston. And this works vertically as well. And yeah, so those are these examples. And now you might be wondering, hey, how could I use this in my own redstone contraptions? So I was working on my 4x4 door. I happened to stumble upon a butt switch that kind of just fell into place, but was very useful. So I needed to power this piston in order to create a falling edge monostable circuit. And so I was trying to find a way to power it with keeping everything nice and compact. So if we click this lever, you can see that this redstone dust and this block are trying to diagonally power the piston. But the piston is saying, no, there's no dust running into me. And that's where this repeater comes in. It's updating the piston from one block away. It's not powering through the glass. It's updating from one block away, saying, hey, you should be powered, because this dust and block is sending a signal. Even if we take away the glass, it still works. As you see, it's still powering. And I also needed to use this repeater and what was this repeater to send a signal vertically from my door. So these all had multiple uses. This repeater was not only sending a butt switch, but it was sending a signal upward, and that allowed this piston to create a falling edge monostable circuit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Have fun with butt switches, and goodbye.